officially NaNoWriMo day 1. Right now it is like 9 a.m. in the morning. I made myself some coffee in my owl mug and I'm watching Simon and Martina because they're really funny. I'm just gonna drink my coffee and get started writing. I'm excited. It's officially started. I'm very optimistic right now. Might change my mind in a few days, but right now I'm all for it. As you can tell, we are in a very different situation than we were in the beginning of this. You can see my towel in the background. I have makeup on, and that is because day 1 and I have already encountered a roadblock because my mom very kindly suggested that we go out, and there's this store that she really wants to go to and today's her only day off. So we're going and I don't know what I'm going to do because I haven't even opened up a document yet. And today's the first day. So I really wanted to get a really early head start on this, and I wanted to write at least 2,000 words. Well, I wanted to write 2,000 to 5,000 words today. I don't know if that's still gonna happen. The thing with creative writing though is that like once you get into it, like you don't really pay attention to the word count, and you can easily write like 10,000 words in one session if you're really inspired. So I'm hoping that's gonna happen today. We will see what happens. She's still getting ready right now, so I'm gonna do my hair really quickly and get started on it and write as much as I can right now before we leave. Maybe at least 500 words so that I have at least some peace of mind while we're out, because I need to do that right now. So yeah, I'll check back with you guys when I can. Bye. Wait, why am I saying bye? I'm not ending the vlog. When time comes around, lay me gently and hold. This may seem familiar because we just got home and I started writing. I'm struggling with opening right now, to be honest, because I'm just really bad at opening stories or essays or anything. I usually skip a level and then come back to the opening. So right now I'm struggling a little bit with that. I only have like 300 words typed up so far, and I decided to take a break and I filmed a video, which is why you're seeing this background right now and not all me shaky doing that. Plus I also changed my shirt because I don't know, I just wanted to change my shirt. I think I am going to skip ahead and maybe start with chapter 2 as opposed to chapter 1, or maybe skip to like half. Actually, I think the second half of chapter 1 might be better, because I know what I want to happen in this chapter. I just don't think that what I'm writing right now is like necessarily like attention grabbing, you know? And I'm trying really hard not to erase, because my type of writing is that like I write a sentence, I edit the crap out of it, and then move on to the second sentence, and then I keep doing that. After when I read the second sentence, I'll reread the first and second sentence, edit them together, and then move on to the third, and then like, so I'll keep editing up like for each paragraph, and then when I'm happy with each paragraph, I'll leave that alone, move on to the next paragraph and do the same thing, and then eventually I come back and do the whole essay. It's good for the other type of writing that I've done, but for NaNoWriMo it's not a good thing to like constantly want to edit your work. Like that's not the point of NaNoWriMo. It's just, the point is to just write as much as possible and edit as little as possible, and like my style of writing just doesn't really cater to that as much as I would like. I'm battling with myself sometimes because I do sometimes want to like go back and reread what I read and then edit, and reread what I read and edit again, and it's not, I can't do that as much as I would like. So I'm trying to reel myself in, especially right now because I only have like 300 words. I need to have more words today, so I'm gonna go try to do that. I actually made myself tea. I was just waiting for it to cool off a little bit while I was filming. It's delicious. It's lemongrass tea. So now I'm gonna go write and maybe film myself to actually show that I'm writing. Maybe that will pressure me to want to write, the fact that I have a camera and that I feel like I'm going to have to edit that into the video. I don't know. I'm trying to bribe myself to write. It's only the first day. I shouldn't be bribing myself to do this. I think it's the opening. I'm struggling with the opening. I'm just gonna skip ahead there's no point in struggling right now when it's just the first day. I just want to get into it, start writing, and never look back. So I'm gonna skip ahead, skip the opening, and just move forward, keep going at it, and maybe eventually I'll come back to the opening at some point. That's gonna be it for this check-in. I'm gonna go write, and I will see you guys in a couple of hours, hopefully. Basically right now I'm barely starting and I already feel like I'm just writing in circles because I tend to struggle with openings a lot and I can't figure out if I should skip this part or if I should just keep writing until something clicks. Except what I'm worried about is that I'm obviously not going to be able to erase anything yet because only very minimal editing is allowed. So the question is, how strictly do I want to stick to this rule about no editing, or no erasing rather, because I feel like I will have to erase a lot of these words until I reach the end of the page. If I still don't have somewhere to go, then I might just skip this chapter and go on to the next one. This is the first day and I can't already be stuck when it is only the first day. So we're gonna keep moving, or I'm gonna keep moving. Let's go. Okay, so this might be cheating a little bit, but I'll explain it to you guys. I have this unused prologue that I wrote years ago for my children's literature class, and our final project was to write a children's novel ourselves. It could be a picture book, it could be a very short novel, or anything. And we decided to write a novel about a dragon and a child set in like an alternate medieval type place, I guess. It was a really good story. I ended up really liking it. I worked alongside with another one of my team members. Both of us ended up writing the novel, but the prologue actually was cut because we changed a lot of the story, but I decided to keep it because I really liked it, and I just remembered it right now because I thought about writing a prologue for this. I was contemplating about whether or not I should do it, and I realized as I was starting to type this prologue that I was just basically retyping the older prologue, but not really. So I'm gonna go and refresh my mind about what I said in that one, and I think it might work. I might be able to rework it. I don't know if this counts as plagiarizing for myself. I don't think it does because I never ended up actually using it for anything. It just kind of ended up just getting stored in my files, and I never used it. So I'm gonna look for it now and I'm gonna see if I can tweak it, or maybe if it'll inspire me for this prologue, because they have very similar they're a very similar scene, let's say. So I'm gonna look for it right now. There it is, unwanted prologue. This is the type of scene that I wanted to open this story with, so I think it's gonna work as a prologue for the other story. I wasn't sure about the prologue, but this might be, even if I do end up cutting it eventually, this is a good way for me to actually get inspired, because right now I've been really struggling, and like I said, I've just been kind of writing in circles, which is not ideal. So I'm going to, it's a very similar scene, so I'm gonna see what I can do. So yeah, I'm gonna keep writing now. It's exciting. Okay, now things are clicking, guys. Now things are clicking. Sometimes you just need to stick to it and not give up. That is the whole process of Nano. It just sucked that I had to be reminded of this lesson on the first day, not like the second week. No, it was on the first day. I struggled right from the beginning, which is fun. Okay, now I'm gonna keep going. I will see you guys in a bit. day 1 of NaNoWriMo is officially complete. Well, not really, it's still 9. But I am officially done for the day. My official word count is 1,692 words. Let me show you guys. There it is, photographic evidence. Originally in my head I wanted to write up to 5,000 words, and then I took that down to 2,000, and then eventually it just kind of went down to like the minimum to pass the daily challenge for myself. So that was the goal. 1,667 words was the goal eventually, but actually it ended up working out really, really well, because at a certain point I was kind of like keeping track of about every 100 or so words that I wrote, and then it got to a certain point where I just got really into it and I finished the chapter that I was working on, or the prologue actually, which I hadn't intended to put a prologue. I was initially kind of I'm probably like I kind of wanted to, but I didn't really, but that's kind of what got me going, and then that's what I ended up writing, and I have a prologue now, which is fun. I really like it, I think, and this is something that even if I don't necessarily keep it as a prologue, I can definitely move it towards a later part of the novel. So it's versatile, like it doesn't necessarily have to be a prologue. I just thought that it kind of worked really well as a prologue. See, the thing is though, like once I get like really into it, I can write like 500, 600 words in a matter of minutes, no problem. The problem is getting distracted and or like staying motivated or staying focused or just feeling inspired, because originally I was just really struggling with the beginning because I just didn't know how to open it, and it took me forever to get 300 words down, and even those 300 words that I wrote, I'm not a huge fan of them, and I wish that I could just erase them and start from scratch from the beginning, but I'm trying not to. I'm gonna try to edit slightly because that's just the type of writer I am. I'm sorry, NaNoWriMo, I know there's no editing or erasing allowed, but I have to, at least a little bit. I'll try to control myself, but I am gonna probably edit and tweak or rewrite that better tomorrow. But for now I'm leaving it alone, just because I'm really happy with what I have right now and where the story ended at this point in time. So yeah, but I'm excited, guys. It was good. It was a little stressful. I'm realizing now that most of what I'm gonna struggle with the story probably is just going to be distractions, whether it be online or life things like what happened today. But I'm hopeful and I'm excited, and yeah, I guess I'll keep you guys updated. Oh, I do want to mention this thing. Okay, so you know how we went to the store today, right? They had these, and it is the softest, most comfortable thing I have ever bought. It's like a blood. It looks a lot more like bright red on camera, but in person it's more like a blood red. I call it blood red, or maybe like ox red. I should turn the brightness down. It's one of my favorite colors. I really, really like it, and it is the most comfortable, like most softest, warmest thing in the world, and it was only $5, and it's probably the best purchase that I'm gonna make for NaNoWriMo because it's starting to get a little chilly, or at least as chilly as it could get in California during the fall. Because I'm gonna be at my desk, it's gonna come in handy, guys. It's really soft, it's really warm, and I love it. And I kind of wish that I had bought another one just because originally I know I wanted to do only like weekly vlogs, but it's still pretty early, so I might just upload this as a daily thing. So I'll try to upload daily when I can, and on the days that I can't, maybe I'll combine a couple of days into one vlog. I'm probably gonna do that. So I'm gonna edit this, upload it, and then read, and then I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess. So that is going to be it for today. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Good luck.